Hello everybody. Today I am going to discuss interrupts in 8085. What do you mean by interrupt? Interrupt means disturbance. In Hindi, it means rukawat. Whenever microprocessor receives any interrupt service, it stops its current execution. Okay, and by generating a call signal, program control is transferred to any subroutine, and after executing that subroutine, again program control is transferred to main program from it has resumed. In day-to-day life, suppose my main task is to deliver this lecture and I want to deliver this interrupt lecture within a specified time. Suppose I am getting any call, then what will happen? I will be disturbed. Now I will stop to deliver lecture. Now what I will do? I will interact with that person in my mobile phone. Okay, and after interacting with that person, I will again come back to main program. Means then I will start again teaching this interrupt topic from where I have resumed. Suppose I taught till line 4. Okay, suppose I taught till line, or you can say till here. After interacting with that person, I will start teaching you from this line, from where it has resumed. Okay, this is all about your interrupt. When microprocessor receives an interrupt signal and you peripheral devices which needs their service, they request for this service. Okay, through your interrupt pins. It stops current execution and program control is transferred to a subroutine by generating call signal, and after executing subroutine by generating return signal, again program control is transferred to main program from where it has resumed. And now, how will this peripheral device know whether its service has been accepted or not? Now what microprocessor will do? It will send one acknowledgement, INTA. Okay, in pin diagram you have seen there are 5 interrupts and 1 acknowledgement, INTA. Always microprocessor will send this interrupt acknowledgement to peripheral device. If its value, because it is active low signal, if its value is 0, it means its request has been accepted. If its value is 1, it means it is ignored. Okay, in interrupts there are 6 signals. There are 5 interrupts and 1 acknowledgement. Now there are different types of interrupts: hardware interrupts and software interrupts. First, when microprocessor receives interrupt signal through pins, hardware of microprocessor, they are known as hardware interrupts. You have already seen there are 5 hardware interrupts: INTR, RST 7.5, RST 6.5, RST 5.5 and TRAP. Pins means hardware, okay, which you can touch. And what about software interrupts? Software interrupts are those which are inserted in between the program, which means these are mnemonics of microprocessor. Okay, there are 8 software interrupts, RST 0 to RST 7. Okay, in between the program you can use these software interrupts. Actually this is nothing, these all are software instructions. Suppose I am using addition of 2 8-bit number and before ST3050 I am using RST0. Then what will happen? After executing add B and after RST0, now it will not go to ST3050, it will go to 00 memory location. Okay, this is your vector location. How will you determine this vector address. This vector address is nothing. This is the starting address of your subroutine. Starting address of your subroutine where you have to perform your subtask, and this is calculated by using the formula 8 into type. 0 is type, 1 is type, and so on. 0 into 8, 0. 1 into 8, 8. 2 into 8, 16 in hexadecimal 10H. 3 into 8, 24 in hexadecimal 18H. Similarly, for RST4 20H, RST5 28, RST6 30H, RST7 38H. 8 into 7 56, 16 3 are 48, 48 plus 8 56. These are your vector address. Means when this instruction will execute, suppose RST4, the program control is transferred to 0020 memory location. Okay. Actually, these software interrupts are nothing. These are also called branching instructions because they are changing the sequence. Next, vector and non-vector interrupt. Vector interrupt are those which have fixed vector address. Means vector address are already predefined. Starting address or subroutine. After executing, these program control is transferred to that address. You know, program control is transferred to any subroutine, and whose starting address is nothing, that is your vector address. And there are 5 vector interrupts, 4 vector interrupts. Out of 5, there are 4 vector interrupts. RST 5.5, RST 6.5, RST 7.5 and trap. And you have to remember type of trap is 4.5. Now how will you calculate? Again the same formula, you will use 8 into type. Okay, these are your vectored interrupts. 4.5 into 8, 8 into 5 40, 8 into 4 34 plus 8 into 32 plus 4 36. 36 is nothing in hexadecimal 24H. RST 5.5, calculate 8 into 5.5. 44. Okay, 44 is nothing. 8 to 16 to 32, 32 plus 12 means 2CH. Similarly for RST 6.5, 34H and RST 7.5 is 3CH. Okay, and non-vector interrupt. Non-vector interrupt are those interrupt in which vector address is not predefined. Okay, and the interrupting device gives the address of subroutine of these interrupts. And there is only one non-vector interrupt, that is INTR. INTR is non-vectored and rest 4 are vectored interrupts. Then maskable and non-maskable interrupts. Maskable interrupts are those which can be disabled or ignored by microprocessor. These are either label triggered or edge triggered. So why they can be disabled? Because they consist either label, positive label or negative label, or positive edge or negative edge. So they can be disabled. There are 4 maskable interrupts: INTR, RST 7.5, RST 6.5, RST 5.5. Non-maskable. What is non-maskable? Non-maskable interrupts are those which cannot be disabled, or you can say which cannot be ignored, or you can say which cannot be masked. Okay, trap is only non-maskable interrupt. Why trap is non-maskable interrupt? Because it contains both label as well as edge triggering. So it cannot be disabled, and it is used in critical power failure condition. Okay, you can see in mobile you can disable all the notification, okay, all the service except power failure condition. Battery is 7.5%, battery is 7%, battery is 5%, battery is 2%. Otherwise your data will be washed out. So there is one interrupt which you cannot disable at any cost. Just day-to-day life example, your battery 5% low, 2% in case of either mobile phone or laptop. Then priority of interrupts. Now what will happen when microprocessor will receive multiple interrupt requests simultaneously? It will execute that interrupt service which has highest priority. Okay, The same thing is applicable to me. Suppose 5 students are asking questions simultaneously, then with whom I will clear the doubt first, then I will set my priority. There are some parameters. Suppose I will set my parameter, the student who is most regular, or the student who has watched all the videos. I will give answer to that person first. Okay. Similarly here, now priority. Trap has highest priority. There are highest priority trap, then RST 7.5. Sorry, trap has highest in priority. This trap. Okay, just wait. This trap has highest priority. Then RST 7.5. Then RST 6.5. Then last priority. Okay, insert lowest priority is with your INTR. Okay, just wait, sorry for interrupting again. This is interrupt again. Insert this is RST 6.5. This is RST 5.5. Trap RST 7.5, 6.5, and lowest priority is INTR. Sorry for interruption. This is lowest. Okay. This is second highest, second lowest. This has third highest. Third highest. Okay. Trap has highest priority. Second highest is RST 7.5. Then RST 6.5. INTR has lowest priority, or RST 5.5 has second lowest priority. Okay. Means if suppose trap, RST 6.5 or INTR are requesting where peripherals are connected here, at that time first priority is given to trap, then RST 6.5, then INTR. Suppose all 5 are simultaneously requesting, then highest priority trap, then 7.5, then RST 6.5, then RST 5.5, then INTR. Okay, it's all about your interrupts and type of interrupts. Thank you so much for watching.